Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Today I'm flushing some fire hydrants, and I thought I would clip you in on the Insta360 right here. Your camera goes right here on my little helmet, so I don't know how this video will turn out, but I've already done some fire hydrants down the line, but I'm going to do one more in real time with you clipped on in real point of view, POV. I think that's what POV means, point of view. So let's show you what I got to do here before I do it. I'll just pick you up. I got you in my hand. So there is the underground valve. That's correct. We got to pop that cap and paint it and exercise that valve, turn it on and off. Exercise means turn it on and off. There's our hydrant. We're going to clean that hydrant up, take off the caps, flush the water out on both stems, grease the stems, put the caps back on, and turn the water back on. It's a little bit of a procedure, and you're going to watch how to do it. So here's how I perform an annual fire hydrant test. Alright, so let's clip you in on the Insta360 and get to work. Oh, there's the water key, you'll see that later. And there's all the goodies. I don't know how this thing picks up the dark, but here we go. Let's get to work. Okay, action. So here we go. Putting you in my pocket. I got you clipped in, so I really don't know how this is going to turn out, but let's start an annual fire hydrant test. And look at all the cobwebs on the end of this thing. If you're arachnophobic, well, yeah, you don't want to be doing this. So first things first is we got to pull that cap. And to do that, I pulled these last year, so these should be really easy. Sometimes when they haven't been pulled in a while, they're really hard. But look at that, I get my channel lock, my screwdriver, and I just do that. And I take everything out of my pockets because you don't want anything to fall down in there. So I grab my underground key. And right here, you got to try to find it. You can't really see down there. You're going to have to feel it like Braille, like I got it. That was an easy one. I got that one. But before I do anything, I got to flush the hydrant and make sure that there's water to this fire hydrant. That's one of our main tests, to make sure that there's water here. So I have my little box of goodies here. My fire hydrant wrench. That's right, this takes the caps off. And this turns the stem. But this, on this fire hydrant, this takes the caps off and turns the stem. So you see all this cobwebs and stuff? Well, that's what I have this little broom for. I just take this broom and I just sweep all that away. Sorry, spiders. Yeah, so there you go. Sweep all those spiders away. Kind of clean it up. We're going to clean it up a little better in a little bit, but right now we just want to make sure we got water. And look how easy. See, I worked all these last year, so all this should come off real easy. Should. You know how that, as soon as you say something should happen, it doesn't. So this should come off real easy too. Let's see. Oh yeah, good. So we take this off, and this got a little water in it. That's okay. So now we want to flush these fire hydrants. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, is that what they say? All right, we got water to that side. See that? We close that. Now we're gonna get water to this side. I usually like to wait just a minute. The only reason I wait just 1 minute or so is I like to let the jockey pump. There's a big pump over here, and let the pump kind of build back up. I don't know why. I just don't want all the alarms going off in the building, and they have done that before. So while you're outside of the building, you don't want any trouble on the inside of the building. So I'm gonna open this one up and flush this one real quick. And we are in a drought, so you don't need to flood the place. So now, we've already made all those stems work. So now, we're gonna come over here and exercise the underground valve. Look at this. So we're gonna close this valve. This is just a big stem going down into the ground, like a big pancake, shutting off a piece of pipe. So just imagine a big pancake going down a piece of pipe and shutting off the water. That's all we're doing here. It's about 20 something turns, 22 or something, I don't know. I'm not counting today because, like I said, I worked these all last year, so this is good. You hear that? Listen to that. You hear that? Yeah. You want to kind of go back and forth maybe once or twice, clear out the gunk. Now we know we got that valve closed. And now if they ever break that fire hydrant right there, you know, if that ever gets broken, well, the fire department will know right where to go to shut it off. So now we're going to open these stems up all the way. And we'll see there's no water now because we shut off the water on the underground. You see that? So now we're going to grease these stems real good. So we'll get our grease. And we're just going to give it a little squirt of grease right there. Not too much, not too little. Watch this. Here we go. Watch this. Can you see? A little on both sides. Little on this side. Little on this side. All right. Our stems are greased. So now we will close our stems. And basically that's the same thing. There's just a big pancake going in there to shut off the water. I could be lying, but wouldn't be the first time. So now our valve is closed. I know that's not a lie. This is a hydrant valve, right? Fire hydrant. These are the valve stems, or valve stems on a bicycle. These are the valve stems, fire hydrant valve stem. So I guess you have air stems and valve stems. Okay, that's closed. Now the only thing left to do is to turn that valve back on with the caps open. So we know that that valve is on, right? You're gonna hear it again, listen. It's gonna pop. Oh, you heard the pop? There you go. So now we can open it all the way. Now we know there's water back to that hydrant. You see that? Now we go all the way. What'd I say, about 20 something turns? I'll have to count it later, but yeah. 20 something turns. Full turns. Okay, we're almost there. I can feel it, right? There. So you got it all the way open. Now back it off a full turn. 1, 2, like that. Perfect. So it doesn't get locked in the open position. There you go. Now we'll stick this back in the pipe mobile, the pipe doctor mobile, and don't put any trash in that barrel. That's for fire sprinkler water only. Okay, I don't even know if you can see that. Okay, so we got the valve open. Now last thing, Well, second to last thing we do is get this. It's kind of like a pipe lubricant, but it is like a grease. So I have this grease, this white grease, and I've already lubed the stems with real grease. This is just a white, water resistant, all-weather grease. All right. Plus, that white grease makes it look like, hey, this guy's been here. He's done something. So there you go. Look at how smooth that is. You see that? Oh, if there's a fire department here, they really like to see that smooth cap come off. Or if you're homeless, you really like to have that come off easy so you can get your water. So, everybody needs water. Remember that. Okay, so there's one thing. Now we gotta take this rag, watch this, clean that bird poop off of it. Yep, oh, get that number back. That's number M. Yep, they're all lettered. So if this hydrant, if I had a problem with this fire hydrant, say it didn't come on or something, I would say, okay, number M, I have a problem with number M over here on the southwest end of the building. Okay, well there you go. One last thing to do. Now, the fire department needs to see that. Mainly, usually the shutoff to that hydrant is right here. So I would paint the cap, because if anybody broke that, they would know right where to go. But here, this is just as easy. They'll know right where to go this way too. Oh, here's one last little thing I do. I might as well show you everything I do, since I'm showing you it all. I take my old hay batter, hay batter, the old broom, and I get rid of this stuff. You see that stuff right there? Can you see that? Yeah, get rid of that. That doesn't need to be in there, because you're going to come here next year. You want that all clean. Hay batter, hay batter. See that? Nice and clean. Then we take our lid, put it right back. This always bugs me too when the people don't put the lid and the stripe at the back at the same way. Okay, one last thing. That stripe's not going to matter right now, because now I do this. I tag it with my own tag. All right, now they know where to find that water shutoff. What do you think? So we exercised the underground. We opened and closed it, exercised it. Then we came over here and we flushed our fire hydrant out of both hose connections. And then we shut the fire hydrant underground, opened our stems, greased our stems, opened the underground, and then shined it up, greased that all up, and put the caps back on, and called it good. What do you think about that? Now all there is to do is another however many left. I've been doing it all day, so I've almost ran out of daylight. But what do you think about this helmet cam? I don't know. I got you on the helmet cam still. Yep. Well, there you go. There's the mess we made. Not too bad. I know the water was hitting that that gate opener over there, but no one uses that gate anymore. So that automatic gate, it got pretty wet. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these helmet strap-on Insta360. I think it's called Insta360 Go. I don't know. It's one of those GoPro video making machines. All right. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. That would be I-5. Easter egg.